You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who down with LCS?
Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to a special it's not a breakfast with Brian. We're gonna have a guest on, Razor Comics. Gonna bring him out in just a second and discuss some stuff. There's been some chatter about the Comic Book Community Awards. Razor's got some questions, so we're gonna hopefully get through everything today and figure it all out. But let's check in real quick with the chat. Las Cruces, good morning. Darth Lopez, he's here for Razor. Very nice. Appreciate it. GT Key Comic. Christina. Legion's here. Good morning, Legion. D's Comic Corner. Good morning. Appreciate everybody being here. Yeah, we'll get back to the regular stuff next week. And actually, if we have time today, at the end of the stream, I've got some announcements about the CBC Awards and some giveaways and some things like that. So we'll get to that. Hopefully at the end, if Razor and I get through all of our discussion today. So Lee, I appreciate that. Trev is here. Good morning, Trev. Let's see. Mike is here. Good morning. Appreciate everybody here. But I don't want to keep my guest waiting. I don't want to start on a wrong foot with him. So let's bring out Mr. Razor Comics. Good morning, Ray. How are you?
Good morning, Brian. Thank you for having me this morning.
Yeah, I appreciate you jumping on. I mean, I know it's early for you, right? I'm East Coast, you're West Coast.
A little early.
Yeah, a little early for you. So on a Sunday. So I appreciate you jumping on. I think there was an invite out to me to jump on your stream at your afternoon. You have a Sunday stream, but it's a little it doesn't work for me. So we agreed that you'd come on here. So I mean, my point of view is kind of maybe start from the beginning and kind of just walk through some of the events over the last couple of weeks. So
sure, it's your show, man. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, from my perspective, I reached out to you in the beginning of the month and said, "Hey, do you want to make a video for the CBC Awards?" Which we normally do. We highlight other people, creators for the CBC Awards. And one of the reasons why I reached out to you was because I know there was a little back and forth with some other community members about gatekeeping and things like that. So I said, let me reach out to Razor. We'll bring him on. We'll have him do a video. And the CBC Awards show is highly viewed, and so it'll maybe get you in front of some eyeballs that that aren't aware of your channel. That was my thought behind it. So I don't know if you have any other thoughts about that.
No, I think we're pretty much beyond that. I mean, yeah, that's you summed it up. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what happened. You reached out to me. There was some disconnect, and then I decided
we traded some phone. It was phone tag type stuff back and forth, and I think the 3-hour difference has something to do with it. And you ultimately left me a voice message on Instagram, and to me listening to it, you were a little agitated. You were upset with the back and forth, the situation. And so when I heard your message, I basically said, maybe it's good that I just cut my losses here and not have you do a video, because like I said, my impression of listening to your voice message was you were agitated, you were annoyed already, and we hadn't really even got to the meat of the video. Exactly. So I just said, it's probably not worth my time, because I have a lot of other things that I need to do to get ready for the awards. So that was my thought. I sent you a voice message back saying, I apologize that we didn't connect, but let's just skip it. That was basically right.
Yeah. So we skipped it.
And then from my perspective, after that fact, it seemed like my opinion, you got a little upset, a little butthurt about that, and then basically started to kind of nitpick on the awards or had questions about the awards, and then basically call me out and start making some personal attacks on me, telling me to go fuck myself, calling me names, things like that. So that's kind of where we're at, right? And this has kind of gone on for like 2 weeks since we traded, we traded voice messages on Instagram. And so, now here we are, right? To hopefully try to answer any of the questions that you have. And then, like I said, I don't have a problem with people taking shots at awards. Like that's been going on since the beginning of the awards. So that's not new. What bothers me about the way you've gone about it is the personal attacks, right? You basically have called me out, and you claim that you're the reporter of the comic book community and you want to state facts, but a lot of the stuff that you've said is incorrect. Right?
Really? Okay. Now that we had your moment about 7 minutes.
Monetization.
Can I interject now, or I'm sorry, I apologize.
No, I'm just saying, like, no, we can get into it. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of things that you've said in a couple of your videos.
Okay. I would like to get to those.
So
Definitely.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
perfect.
I'll let you jump in because I said a lot.
Thank you. So yes, for starters, the Instagram thing, I don't give a shit about being involved in the video, to be honest with you. What pissed me off more was the snubbing. You basically did let me know that you're available for a certain date and time all day is what you told me. So I reached out to you bright and early. You didn't get back to me. And then you told me you'd be available after 9 p.m. So that's a snubbing, as a professional, and I am a professional, whether you think so or not. In my professional life, if I set an appointment, whether it be for a make-believe award show or an actual appointment for banking purposes or whatever, and somebody tells me they're going to be available all day, I expect it to be available, all day, not 9 p.m. So when you told me that, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt you. I apologize.
But I definitely want to comment.
Yeah, right. I'm sure you do. But so being a professional, and somebody who's running an award show, and like you said, somebody who, I guess, I'm a community reporter, I don't get the facts straight. I would imagine that you might take a couple of minutes of the day to answer at the time that I had was literally 1 or 2 questions. So because I got snubbed and you didn't have the time for me, I decided to do a video and do a little bit more digging. And the digging that I did do is not made up. The sponsors that sponsor your award show, that's not made up. These guys like Rob Fatstacks, Mark from Legion of Comics, give you hundreds of dollars to sponsor your award show. That's not made up. And the ballots,
we'll get into the facts.
Give me a second. And the ballots, you have it marked as a presenter. So presented by Legion of Comics. When in reality, Mark is not a presenter. He's the sponsor. He paid you to be the sponsor of his own award that he's probably going to win for his own award category. That's not made up. The live schedule that you have on your CBAC Awards website, a live schedule that you have that promotes everybody, basically are your friends, and it's not up to date. The people that are on there, people are not like me, are not on there. So it's an old schedule, and it's not up to date. That's not made up. Okay, so I understand where you're probably thinking I'm taking personal attacks, but what I'm doing, Brian, is I'm actually bringing a lot of questions to light. Third one, Omnibus, Bo, another one of your friends, and I forward you the link just to be.
Yeah, I got the clip. I can play the clip. Let me know.
Because I do my research, even though you probably don't think I do. There is a link on Legion's Lair where Omnibus, Aussie Bo, whatever the fuck you say his name, basically says, hey, yeah, my family voted for me. They didn't know what the hell they were doing. I got nominated for a category I should have been nominated for. Mark, your buddy, Legion of Comics, was on there, agreed. You didn't say anything. The transparency, that's a question mark. Okay. So I think that you saying that, I'm making up these accusations it's pretty far-fetched.
All right. Well,
there's a lot of questions here.
Can we pause and let me respond? So
absolutely.
Let me start with the personal attack stuff and let me know if this is you.
He doesn't give a shit about little guys like me. Matter of fact, he asked me to make a video, a 60-second clip or whatever, which I would have gladly have done if he wasn't just an asshole and didn't return my call. Right, yeah. Asked me to do something for him, for his comic community awards, just like he does the rest of you guys. Ask you to make him content because he doesn't do the editing. He can't host it by himself. Can't put it together by himself. He needs help from the whole community in which he makes money off of. Am I wrong? No, I'm not. Ask the guy. He'll tell you. If he wants to, he'll give you that little, fucking, his little smug little grin. Fuck that guy. Straight up, fuck that puto. That guy wants to be this godfather of the comic community, but he doesn't even have time for me for 1 or 2.
Okay, so
That was hilarious.
Attack, right?
Funny. I'm gonna sub that guy up.
Pluto, fuck that guy. Now? Right. So, is that not a personal attack on me?
I think everything that I said on there was actually factual. I don't think anything that I said that was not made up at all. I mean, you do make money off the comic book community awards. People are giving you
asshole. Is that what you're saying?
For snubbing somebody, that's an asshole move. Yeah, when we set up an appointment.
Right, so let's get back to that snub, right? So I said Thursday night. It was a Thursday night. I said, hey, I'm available all day Friday.
I really don't care about the snub.
Okay,
what I care about,
but you brought it up. So let me address
questions
it,
that the community has, Brian. That's what I care about. Man, I don't give a shit about me. I'm here for the community.
Okay, let me just address that, right? Because the snub is the point that got you fired up, right? That was kind of what initiated this.
Okay.
Yes or no?
I think you're concentrating on the snub when I just made 3 valid questions, chat, and we haven't had an answer to every single one of them. Mark being the sponsor, paying for his own award.
Okay.
Yeah, so I made a personal attack. I don't know. You want me to apologize? Let me apologize for that, man. Let's get to the actual meat.
Let me address the sponsor.
Why we're here. You know what I mean?
Okay. So did a sponsor? You want me to address the sponsor stuff?
I have 3 legit questions. The whole snubbing thing, that's personal. Again, Brian, my personal opinions about you have nothing to do about the comic book community.
But I don't appreciate you coming on and telling me to go fuck myself and calling me an asshole. You know,
I didn't do that. That was on the video that you just played. I'm here to try to answer these questions, Brian.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So we'll avoid all the personal stuff. You just calling me names. I'll sweep that under the rug.
Yeah, I have a show for that called Football and Comic Books that I invited you over for at 1 p.m. That's Ceasefire Sunday. I'm not here for that. I'm here to get to the facts of the reason why I'm here.
Let's just clarify. How did you invite me on the show? Did you reach out to me directly?
It's an open invite. I do plenty of.
Did you reach out to me directly?
Videos.
Did you reach out to me directly? Just answer the question, brother.
I think SVon82 actually reached out to you as well. I know I let Rob Fatstacks know. He said he was going to. I mean, there's been plenty of avenues where I reached out to you to come on.
No, but you didn't.
I actually asked
you
to come on my show. And you said you're busy today. You can't make it because you have prior arrangements.
Yeah, I have family stuff. We have dinner on Sundays with our family.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's the time for the hour is that, Brian. I want to get back to the 3 questions that we had.
But I just want to clarify. So the open invite that you had was you never contacted me directly. You had somebody else go through a third party to reach out to me to say, hey, Razor wants you to come on a show.
No, I contact you directly. That's why we're doing this show this morning. Brian, that's why we're doing this show at 7 o'clock in the morning and not at 1 p.m.
I reached out to you and invited you. I said, hey, SVon mentioned that you wanted me to come on your show. I can't make that. I've got family obligation.
Okay.
Right? So, but you didn't reach out to me directly. That's my point.
Okay. Well, I reached out to you indirectly. There you go.
Okay.
So can we get back to the questions now? The actual questions.
So sponsors. So we have 30 sponsors this year. The sponsorship for an award is $30. If you want, I'll give you a couple seconds to do the math if you'd like. 30 times 30 is $900.
Now, I know you don't watch my show, but I had Rob Fatstacks on. He told me he paid $100. And so is there a difference in sponsors? Do other sponsors pay more than other sponsors?
The sponsorship is $30. I have PayPal receipts from Rob. Rob was incorrect. It's not $100.
So Rob was incorrect by saying in my show that it's around $100 to pay for the award.
It's not.
Okay.
The sponsorship is $30.
So to be a sponsor like Mark and Comic Capsule and others, Legion of Comics, others.
So Comic Capsule, let me just clarify. Comic Capsule donated goods. They donated their comic capsules, which each of the winners will actually receive a comic capsule. So the Comic Capsule didn't pay any money.
Got you. So the content creators are the ones who donated only $30, no more than 30 apiece.
$30 for every award. So that's 30 awards times 30 is $900.
Got you.
Okay.
Now,
so hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me show you, because I know you have questions about the money. So here is the initial receipt for the awards for this year. So this is a receipt from the trophy company. And if you look down at the bottom, now this isn't without I don't have the engraving piece. So when we actually engrave the names, that it increases the cost. So if you look down here on the order balance, it's $969.04 for the 35 trophies that we'll be ordering this year. And that's, like I said, this is a preliminary receipt because we don't have all of the engraving in. So I collected $900 from the sponsors, and my initial cost for the trophies is $969.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying. Now, can anybody be a sponsor? Like if I wanted to sponsor,
Yes.
I can reach out, give you $30, and then my name will all of a sudden be a presenter on the ballot.
Yeah. So the idea behind the sponsors is to defer my cost, right? So this is the 4th year of the CBC Awards. So let me give you a little bit of history because I know you're new to the community, right? You've been around about 10 months.
Right.
So year 1, we had, I think and I have to look it up because I always don't remember it. We had 12 total awards. I'm sorry, 11 total awards. No sponsors at all. So $25 a trophy times 10 times 11, that's $275 plus all of the shipping. That all came out of my pocket. So I spent.
What we don't see is the money coming from the sponsor. So thank you for the receipt. And you say it's $30 a sponsor. And you know what, Rob Fat Stacks was on my show, and he's a trustworthy man. He's given me some advice, and I take him at his word when he says that it was around $100. So I'm gonna agree to kind of disagree until we see actually something more than just receipt trophies. But I get where you're going. So thank you for that. The other part of the sponsors that I have is that being a sponsor, that's cool. But what about being a sponsor of the category that you're nominated for, that you're probably going to win an award? That seems a little bit of a conflict of interest. No?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it was a miss until you pointed it out.
So is that something that we're probably going to correct going forward?
Already corrected, my man. Already corrected.
So how do we correct that?
So take a look at so your beef was with
Legion of Comics.
Yeah, I'm scrolling down. Give me a second, brother. Give me a second. So he had I'm just getting there. So he was Comic Book Community Channel of the Year, and we see Legion of Comics right here. He was the sponsor. He's no longer the sponsor.
So we've updated it.
We've updated it.
Since we brought it to light. You've updated.
Yeah. So all you have to do is so Razor. This isn't perfect, right? And the awards is based on feedback from the community. It's a community event, right? And so if you have ideas, or if you have criticisms, or if you have suggestions, critiques, just reach out to me directly. If that's the most effective way. And if you look at the top of the CBC Awards website, just like probably 99% of other websites out there, they have a contact link. You hit that contact link, and you can send me an email, send me a message, or I'm on Instagram where I'm on Instagram. So I always mention that you can either hit that contact link up on the website, or you can get a message to me via Instagram. So that's the idea. The awards is I'm a bean counter.
I'll be honest with you. I'm happy that you took the feedback and actually applied it, and not only applied it.
And we always have
the year's award. So that I applaud you for that.
We always have though, Razor. So I know you're new, but this has been a community event that we have changed, and we've adjusted as we've gone.
Right. So as you say, I am new. So somebody new like myself, when I read the ballot, and a lot of people that were doing, I did a show, okay, because again, you probably didn't watch, where we did a live voting online. Rob Fat Stacks jumped on and
I saw Rob jump on, and Rob helped clarify some things for you. The only thing that Rob got wrong was the $100 sponsor. And I would ask you, and I can send you offline if you need clarification, because I don't want that to be a point of contention.
That's all right. But here's one thing that, again, like a new person I want to go back to, like myself, would come and see when I'm filling out the ballot. It was misleading. It said, such and such category presented by, and then Rob made it clear to us, well, wait, I mean, that's the sponsor. That's the person that's paying for that award category. So
all that is just a way to defer cost, because instead of me funding out of my personal money the entire award, so the $969 receipt that I just showed you, that's just for the trophies. So the trophies get sent to me, then I have to package them up with the comic capsule, and I send them out. So I've probably got another $300-400 in shipping that I need to outlay. That's not being covered by any of the sponsors. So it's out of my own pocket that money's coming.
Right. And then I love the chat here. I'm new and don't know a lot. Your source for community news. That's right, Beckerman. And that the reason why I am a source for community news, and a lot of people come to me, is because I am new and I don't know a lot. So this helps people like myself who have questions, who are scared to come and ask questions in the chat, because comments like this pop up. That here's your source for community news, and you're right. But look where we're at now. Look where we're at. How we got a little bit more progress going on.
You know, as the new guy, like you said, in the community, we've always stated, and if you go back to any of the videos, right, if you have any questions, concerns, feedback, hit the link on the CBC Awards website or hit me up on Instagram. We have a committee of 12 other community members who help with the awards. They help me shape the awards. So this isn't just me pulling the strings in the background here.
Well, that's what I'm hoping, because Brian, you are a nice guy. I mean, let's not make it,
Not according to your video. I'm an asshole. I'm a puto. I'm a bunch of stuff.
The image is that you're a good guy. You're a nice guy, right? And you are laid back. You do have a lot of friends in the comic community. So I think it is good to have a layer, a community, a panel, if you will, between you and the content creators, because it does seem like when I read the ballot presented by, that's misleading, because it's actually a sponsor. So it makes us seem like these are your buddies, because you are a laid back guy. You're real nice. And when I say that, it brings me to my next question I hear regarding Asibo and a category for speculation. That clip that I sent you, I would love it if you play that. I mean, you played me, bashing you. It'd be great if we could see the clip where Asibo pretty much just confesses that, yeah, he shouldn't be, awarded this category, but here we are.
Comic book community.
So this is Jack there. Hi, everybody.
What's up, Bo?
Hey, Bo. I got to admit, when I told my family or a few friends that aren't really in the comic scene, and I've said to them, hey, go vote for Aussieverse, for example, I got at least 3 or 4 people that I'm hoping they're not watching this, but just must be stupid, because they would message me and they'd go, oh, I just voted for Aussieverse for everything. And I'm like, no.
So it's your fault.
No, well, I'd say to them,
so you did it, Bo.
I'd go, did you read it? We would only be.
That's why I was saying to Brian, like, you would, instead of throwing out the ballot, just put that channel in for where it qualifies. Because I have my mom who's overly supportive and loves that we do the YouTube thing and all that stuff, but she doesn't have a clue the language, the wording. Even if she read it, she wouldn't understand. It wouldn't even be a thing like, well, vote for me in the ones I qualify for. And if I try to explain it to her.
So that clip is from several weeks ago, because Mark hasn't had internet. But so what is your point about that?
So my point is that we have a gentleman who's basically in a category, best speculation video, where he doesn't do speculation. He's only in the category because his family basically voted for the guy so many times. Is there not somebody there who, like your committee, I'm assuming, that would actually kind of filter through some finalists and say, wait a minute, this guy doesn't actually do speculation. That's kind of weird that he's voted for a speculation video. And then we have him coming on Legion's Lair saying, yeah, I told them, they didn't know what they were doing. They basically just still voted for me, and we're still going to allow him to be nominated. Is that what we're doing? I'm just wondering.
I mean, we try to validate all of the channels to make sure. And I don't know if you've ever taken a look at the about page on our website. So we actually have the guidelines for the voting. If there's a tie, things like that. So. And one of the things is, if somebody just puts their one channel across all categories, so all 30 categories, we have the right to remove that. And we do, right? Because obviously a channel can't be under 999 subs. They can't be in the over 1,000, and they can't be over 5,000 all at once, right? Right. We have the tier category. So I would suggest, if you haven't looked at this about page, it gives you the guidelines. And so these guidelines were developed with the committee. And actually we had an attorney who was on the committee actually help with some of the verbiage. So,
so somebody who doesn't do speculation could be voted for. Got it.
Well, no, I mean that simply could have been a miss, right?
I mean, I guess. I mean, as somebody who has a committee set up, I mean, I would think you would catch that, or at least go through and like how I did. I copy pasted it, and I went to go see a speculation video on Ossibo, and I couldn't find any. So that's.
Yeah, I mean, you have to remember the committee. This is a volunteer thing, right? The committee isn't like a paid committee, and so we're as good as the committee and myself, validating it. So have there in previous years maybe somebody who doesn't fit an exact category slip through? Yeah, but this isn't. This is a fun event for the community. This isn't life or death. This doesn't. This doesn't. Affect your pay raise or your professional career. So, I'm okay with having things slip through the cracks like that, unfortunately, because it is what it is. If, maybe you need to be on the committee next year and help us.
I would love to. I'd love to.
Okay. Well, it's a volunteer thing. You're more than welcome to join.
And you're right. You say it's
you need to stop calling me, and you need to stop calling me names though, brother. You can't call me names and then be on the committee.
Well, I mean, there's, again, I don't want to get into like if I called you names or not. I did my video. It is what it is. I'm here just to get to these. I mean, there's a lot of, a lot of questions.
It's pretty funny though.
I'm not going to apologize. I think you want me to apologize, Brian, and that's not going to happen, man. I'm not going to apologize for bringing up some facts here to
fine.
And I know I get a lot of shit for it, but that's fine, man. I'm not going to apologize for me doing my video. But here's my third question here. On your live schedule,
let's get at it. Let the asshole answer your questions.
Okay. So on the CBS website, you have a live schedule because again, you say this is for fun, and I get it, but there's a lot of people that feel left out. That feel that this is not transparent.
So all they have to do is contact me, and they can be added. They can be added to the schedule. All they have to do is contact me.
Right, which is what I tried to do originally, but I guess you were too busy, and then here we are. So
I just have to stop. Razor's never reached out to me. I reached out to him to add him to ask him to do a video, but beyond that, we've not had any interaction other than inviting him on the show. So when he says things like this, it's just. It's not true, Razor. You haven't reached out. You didn't ask me to add your shows to the schedule. If you have, I would.
Are you gonna make me show my Instagram? Is that what you're gonna make me do? All right.
Yes, please. Because I have all the screenshots right here, brother. Here's the man. It is right here. Hey, Razor, I'm working on the award show. Any interest in making a short video for the awards? Open to ideas. Like a funny short promoting the awards?
Hang on, I gotta pull up the CBS awards, your business chat, not the personal one, because that's the one that
this is through the CBC awards right here. Right. This one.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll be award. Blah blah blah. I told you have a second to talk. Let's see. I'll be around all day Friday if you want to chat, and then on Friday, the next day, are you available for a quick call? 10:30 in the morning on the next day. And I didn't hear nothing from you sorry I missed this. I'm free later tonight after 9 p.m. Eastern. So you went from I'm around all day Friday if you want to chat to on Friday when I text you. Are you available?
Shit came up. No, Razor, life happened. Something came up that day, and I wasn't available.
But you're saying that I didn't reach up to you, man. And it's obviously that I did. I did reach out to you, Brian.
You didn't reach out to me to update the schedule. That's you have a contention about the schedule.
No, man, we're talking about the initial. You were talking about the initial snub. You're saying this all happened because Razor got initially snubbed because he's lying about reaching out to me. That's a lie, bro. I reached out to you. We were supposed to talk. You didn't. You snubbed me, man. You said I'll be available at 9 p.m. That's not all day, Brian.
20 minutes ago, you said let's not talk about the snub. That's not important. Let's get to the question.
You keep bringing this up.
Now you're going back to the snub, brother.
So this is Ray from Razor Comics. I don't know who is running this Instagram for Comic Book Community Awards, but I try to reach out. You want me to make a video, which I have no problem on doing. I just had some questions, but evidently you guys are too busy to talk to me. You said you'd be available all day Friday. I reached out to you bright and early, and then you guys didn't respond to me until later on in the evening, and then basically said, "Oh, I'm available after 9." So I don't know, man. You guys can reach out to me, whoever this is. I don't know. I guess you're too busy to talk to me. But if you guys want, I'll participate. I guess I'll try to. But I'm getting some real bad taste in my mouth when you guys won't even respond to me. Later.
Hey, Ray, this is Brian, Brian LCS. Sorry I didn't get back to you, but yeah, I'm sorry. You know, I work and I don't always check this account. So, look, why don't we just go ahead and skip the video? It sounds like, you know, you're, you know, I apologize. I don't always check this account and stay up to date. You know, shit happens during, you know, during real life job and things like that. So sometimes I can't, be at, you know, can't have Instagram at my fingertips. So, but yeah, I mean, I would love to have you do a video, but it sounds like, you know, this has already pissed you off. So why don't we just go ahead and skip it?
You edited that?
There you go, brother. So you want transparency. There you go.
Oh man, how long did it take?
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
That's pretty good, man.
So there, you want transparency. There you go, brother. So,
I like how you use
what
my
kind of shit do you want to make up now?
I like how you use my personal voice recording on Instagram to put that on your YouTube channel. That's.
I mean, hey, you know, the gloves are off, right? You're calling me.
Yeah. Hey, man. Yeah, I guess you know. I guess
right?
you get involved in a little bit of drama. You know, I would have never thought to use the personal Instagram voice recording, but hey, yeah, I guess you want to take it to another level. So okay, we could take it to another level, Brian. I didn't know we were doing that. Holy shit! All right. Good go, man. Good go. So yeah, I was not expecting that. Thank you for using my personal Instagram. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, that is exactly how I feel.
You're Razor, right?
I'm not going to apologize for how I feel. If that's what you're looking for.
The gloves are off, brother.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. I'm glad. Hey, man, I'm happy to
bullshit
see you.
questions you got for me?
I'm happy to see you dip your toe into the drama side of the community, guys. So,
well,
when you think that Brian doesn't get involved in the drama,
you out, sometimes you got to punch back, man.
Very good, Brian. Very good.
So yeah, what else you got for me?
Well, the main questions were those three, man. Again, like I said, I wasn't going to be here for a long time. You know, I'm here for, you know, a short time. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I mean? So those were the questions that I had. You know, that was great. It was a great job. I wish I could be, I hope I could be a sponsor, man, because, you know, I'll definitely sell you $100 if we can, you know, get this done today. You know, that's the same text I sent some women I know. You know what I'm saying? I can just forward that straight to you and then make me a sponsor and it's done, man. You know, I'll send you 200 if that's what it takes.
Yeah, I think, believe me, I got a special trophy I can send you.
Well, Brian, you know what? I don't have any more questions. I want to actually.
Well, it was great having you, Razor. Thanks, man. I appreciate you coming on. So there we go. We hopefully, I know we didn't get to the bottom of it, but whatever. At least I spoke my piece. I'm done dealing with, you know, with him calling me and, you know, stuff. But, you know, if he wants to reach out, if he's got criticism or critique, I'm more than happy to listen. I listen to anybody in the community to help try to make the awards better. It's a community event. You know, I just host it. Yeah. So, but on to some other things. Let me, you know, we hit 2K subs. So we're going to be doing a 2K giveaway at some point in the future. So be on the lookout for that. We've got some good prizes and things to give away. CBC Awards voting wrapped up. That is, we're kind of in the process of getting the trophies and things together, as you saw in some of the conversation with Razor. I'm sure there'll be a new I'm trying to give up the there we go. I'm sure there'll be a new Razor video blasting me and calling me names. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if Razor ever reaches out and wants to get his video added to the content schedule. So And if anybody has changes in that schedule or wants to add to it, just reach out to me. Like I said, there's a contact link on the CBC Awards website, or you can hit me up on my business Instagram account, where I make tons of money, and we can. And John, this is the type of stuff that I try to avoid too, because it's just nonsense. But unfortunately, when you have somebody in the community who's just constantly making videos and calling you names, it's hard not to. It's tough to look away, because you take it personally. So I try to do my best to avoid it, but sometimes it's just it's hard to. So Darth Lopez, I appreciate it. So let me go through the chat. So yeah, I apologize, because this is not typically, like I said, the content that I like to do. Tate, have a good one. But yeah. Let's see. Well, okay, good. I welcome more. I welcome more videos. So, so we'll see. We'll see what happens now. Like I said, I'm sure there'll be plenty of more videos from Razor bashing me and calling me names. But we'll see. Hopefully, I've got this out of my system now, and I can avoid it in the future. But let's get back to doing what we usually do on a Sunday. Let's pick some winners for. Let me share it. Let's share it. So drop the hashtag Razor, and we'll get you. We'll pick a winner for our end of the month giveaway, where we do. We give away a bunch of comic books that we pull from our short box prizes. I see Razor in the backstage. I'm gonna just leave him there for now. When we get to some of this business, let me just see. So, and next week we'll get back to the regular Breakfast with Brian, the regular show. So we'll see. He's getting ready for work. Oh, Taylor Winder, that's funny. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, Naman, don't just skip it, Naman. Nothing to see here. Yes, please don't reach out to me directly. Just go through a third party. That's the best way to communicate with me. That's funny. Too tasty. Good morning. MJ, appreciate you being here. All right, let's run this. I'm more than happy to send him some comic books. Not a problem. So let's draw. So this is for the end of the month giveaway. We'll pull a couple names. Wellbore. And next week we'll get back to picking the books and doing all that stuff. Let me run this again. Oh, yeah. And then leave if you leave the hashtag in the comments as well, we'll pick somebody else next week. But a couple things I wanted to show you. So for this month's, we're in October's membership giveaway. We've got Silver Surfer Ghostlight #1. This is the big time exclusives copy of it. But we're also giving away the Virgin in a 9.8 slab. So that'll be for our members for October. And then for our 2,000 subscriber giveaway, we've got a couple things that we're going to be giving away. This 9.6 first appearance of the Red Hulk, the new movie coming out in, I think it's February of next year. Yep, Razor, we'll get to you. We'll get to you. I'm just getting through some business here. I'll bring you back in. That's going to be part of our 2,000 subscriber giveaway as well. So that's some of the stuff we've, and that'll be in the future. I'm probably going to do that on a Friday night. At some point in the future, probably after the Comic Book Community Awards on November 2nd. But let me bring Razor's got another question he wants to. Razor's got another question he'd like to answer or ask.
Yes, sorry, I totally forgot to run through the community questions, and I wanted to run through them before you do your victory lap.
Okay.
And I get off here. So I did ask the community for some questions to bring to you, and I have just a couple of them.
Sure.
And I know you want me to get off here, so that way everybody can high five you. High five and slap ass, man. How good Brian did today. So let's go ahead and run through them. First question I have was from Silver Banshee. He wanted me to ask you, does Brian think that the awards have brought the comic book community together, or has it split the comic community apart in small factions?
Based on some of the responses of some of the winners in the previous years, I think it's brought it together.
Next question comes from Drew Manchu. Ask Brian if he regrets not being more transparent about his process outright.
I think we've covered it here. We, for new guys like you, I think we answered all the questions. So if there's any questions, like I said, there's multiple ways you can get a hold of me via Instagram or via the website. Just reach out to me. I'll answer any questions anybody has.
It's not on Friday and only after 9 p.m. Got it. Okay, this is the last one from Whack Comics. Whack,
well, that's only for you,
end
Razor.
with a good, funny question, because we all know Whack. Lee's a funny guy. He roasted me a couple times. So I figure we can end with his question that he has for you, because he does have a couple of them for you. So let me give Whack Comics his questions that he has for Brian here. I've got a few questions for Brian. Please make sure he knows they're from me. So he wants to make sure that Whack knows that they're from him. First question, who do you think you are?
Just a comic book collector and reader. That's all I am.
Very good. Second question, what gives you the right?
Nobody else is doing it, and it's a free country. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Look at Ryan dropping that bomb. Third question from Whack Comics. How dare you? Thanks, Brian.
That's all you got? That was it. That was easy. Yeah, I mean, if anybody has questions, I've had bigger channels come at me. So, when, maybe not a bigger guy, but bigger channels come at me. I mean, I got jokes too, man. I can be sarcastic as fuck. But, as a person who's running the Comic Book Community Awards, you have to kind of be a little bit of a diplomat. If I want to grow the event and make it really a true community event, I kind of have to be above some of this drama. And so when guys like Razor try to pull me down, I have to be above it. But unfortunately, when he's just constantly, I don't think I've ever made another man so heated and excited about the things that I'm doing. So I don't know what that means about Razor, but I can't, I don't think I've ever gotten another man so hot and bothered about the things I'm doing. So I don't get it. But if anybody has questions, certainly reach out. They can, like I said, CBC Awards website. You can get me on Instagram. Just don't make stuff up and then claim it's fact when it's really not, or you just don't know. Just don't pull shit out of your ass and say it on a video, because 9 out of 10 times people believe it, but it's just not true. So, but that's it. That's what I got for you. I'll check the chat, see if anybody has any. Is there any other are there any other questions that anybody has about the CBC Awards? Voting wrapped up last night, so finalist voting is now closed. We will be doing the live stream November 2nd, 9 p.m. Eastern. And if you don't want to watch the award show, that is fine. You can go over to Razor's channel. Razor will be doing a 200 subscriber giveaway during the same time as the award show. So go over and get your prize. Not sure what he's giving away, but certainly go over there and get some prizes, or come watch us. That's totally up to you. So, let's see. I mean, sure. Why not? I mean, as long as it's not sweaty, because I know he pats himself down a lot. So as long as it's not sweaty, I don't mind holding hands. I'm a cuddler. I can cuddle, but just don't be sweaty. Like I can't deal with that. Oh, Jimmy's here. Let's get back to the dancing girls, right? That's what we're here for. Where are they? Where are they? Jimmy, just for Jimmy.
You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who down with LCS?
Phil, she gave me permission. She said I could use the video, so that's why I went for it. Oh well, Madam, is Madam still here? Madam, are you still here? Do you want the? Do you need some of your cowboys? Let me see. Let me see where that is. Let me make sure I got that still lined up here. Oh, I got it. Here you go. That's right. Yeah. There's a lot of pickup trucks and cowboys here. So, and Trev is in that. Yeah, I didn't know if you knew that, but Trev is in that video as well. But that's all I got for you. Like I said, we'll be back next weekend. Regular breakfast with Brian. We'll talk about bacon. We'll give some stuff away. We'll have the end of the month giveaway for the chat, comic books, and we've got the membership giveaway we're going to do next. But now you can go jump over to Bleecker Street Church with Bleecker. There's usually a big hangout over there, so definitely go check that out. Let me just check in with the chat before we go. Well, we'll leave you with one other dance video before we go. And it's none other than Mr. Dr. Von Hood. But have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you next Sunday.
From the spiral dimension.